Salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Now we go for the prohibitions. We have two types of prohibitions, okay? Prohibition that intrinsically prohibited. Muharramul ayn. What does muharramul ayn means? It means that prohibited in the sense that and benefit. In a sense and benefit. As mentioned in hadith. Inna Allah harram al-mayta wal-khinzir. So al-mayta, the dead animals, the pork, the dog, the khamr, alcohol. So all these are muharrams intrinsically. Okay, we will come to what means intrinsically. What does it mean? Muharramul ayn. Okay? Sorry. Now, mubahul ayni walakin fihi manfa'atun muharrama. We have other type of muharram. It is halal in a sense, but its benefit is haram. Like for example, selling grape to alcohol factory. Grape is halal, but is going to be used for haram purpose. So this is muharram as well. You can't sell this. Also, the stolen items is muharram itself. So if I steal this, I can't sell it to you. It's stolen. So this is muharram li dhati. Muharram li kasbih. That things that prohibited because of its earning, not because intrinsically muharram. Now for example, if I take money through gambling or through riba, the money itself, is it pure or impure? It's pure. It's pure. It's money. But the way of earning it is haram. So they call it muharram li kasbihi. So what is the difference between alcohol and the money of the riba? Alcohol intrinsically muharram li dhati. The money of riba muharram li kasbihi. It's haram because of its earn. Why we need to mention this? Because we are mentioning this because muharram li dhatihi cannot be halal. Issues that intrinsically haram, it's always haram. Your father dies, your father. His father dies and he left 10 liters of alcohol. Is it halal for him to take this alcohol? Why? It's intrinsically haram. He has to destroy it. So all the intrinsically haram he has to destroy it. Or to give it back. If his father stole a car and he dies, then he has to give the car back to the original owner. Where issues that is haram because of its earnings, you don't need to destroy it. And you don't need to give it back. Now, this is an issue again. There is a different opinion about it. But some scholars, some muhaqqiqeen said, when you take the money with the consent of the giver, you are not forcing him to take it. So if you deal with a ribawi bank and they give you interest, they give it to you, with their consent. Okay? In this situation, you repent. Tomorrow you repent. Okay? Do you need to go and give it back to them? No. Can you keep it? Now there is different opinion. There is no doubt you don't give it back to them. Okay? But can you keep it or you have to give it? Different opinions. Some scholars say you can keep it. You can keep it because it's after before the repentance. And the money is halal itself. Its earning is haram, and you repented from this, and there is no doubt you don't give it back to him, to the ribawi person or bank, because you are encouraging him to do more haram, so you keep the money. Or you give it. It's up to you. And that's why when companions repented, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَذَرُوا مَا بَقِيَ مِنَ الرِّبَا. He didn't talk about what already they've done before. And the companions were never told to donate or give what is they earned from haram transactions. This is what those scholars said. Now, this leads us to another issue. If someone, his father deals with insurance, and he made some money through insurance company, conventional insurance, which is haram. Then the father dies, and the money is mixed, halal and haram. Can he, as heir, take this money? According to this rule, they said yes, he can. Why? He said because this money is haram, not intrinsically, it's haram because of its earning. Jazakallah khair. Haram because of its earning, not because intrinsically haram. حاطين فيروز مع هذا. طيب. Now, let me finish this. I make sure that you understand it. Barira radiyallahu anha. You know Barira? She was a female slave. Okay? She has 3 sunnahs that was the Prophet mentioned in different hadith regarding Barira. One of these sunnah, the Prophet went to his house. He smelled meat. Then when he asked for some food, they brought milk and date for him. He said, I smell meat. Where's the meat? They said, this is a sadaqah given to Barira. And you don't eat sadaqah. He said, this is sadaqah for Barira and gift for us. So, the means, the way of earning the money is changed now. When it was sadaqah, it was haram for the Prophet ﷺ. Now, it became a gift. So that's why many scholars said, if the haram is between your father and the company and it comes to you through inheritance, it's halal for you. You are not inheriting pork. You are not inheriting alcohol. You are not inheriting something intrinsically haram, stolen car. You are inheriting pure money. It was earned from haram way. But you didn't earn it. Someone else earned it and you get it. This is one opinion and this is strong opinion. It is strong. It's based on understanding. It's not someone just want to make it easy for people. Yes, someone was raising his hand here. Yes, sir.
So if somebody is working in a interest bank,
yeah,
is it permissible? Because in India, back in India, many are working in such.
How did you get this? How did you get this is halal? I didn't say it's permissible. If he dies and he goes Jahannam, it's halal for his children to take the money. That's it. Did you get it? Him is haram. We will punish. I'm not saying it's halal for him. I'm talking about the money is exactly inheritance or other ways. It's changed now. I didn't do anything with this money, haram. I received it in halal way. The money I'm taking from my father, I received it in halal way. What he did there is another issue. Now the Jews, Allah said, أكالون للسحت. You know Arabic language, أكالون. Doesn't mean they eat. They eat too much. أكالون للسحت. Most of their money is haram. And when they invited the Prophet ﷺ, he went and ate with them. Most of their money is riba. And he ate with them. Why? Because he didn't earn it from riba way. He earned it from halal way. As a gift, as an invitation. Did you understand it? So the way of transferring the money, the way of earning affects you directly. You don't, it's not your problem with the central bank, how the central bank get the money. It's your problem how you earn the money. This is the opinion of the scholar and it looks strong.
So Sheikh, does this mean if I get a gift from a riba bank, is it halal? Yeah, for example, they give calendar, they give a cup, a pen like this.
It depends. The thing is halal. There is no doubt about it. But is it good to encourage them and take from them? This is something different. So you might refuse it just to show them you are not happy with their transactions. But the calendar itself is halal. That's fine. You're dealing with someone, his money is mixed, halal and haram. Unless if they are advertising, then it's another issue. We prohibit this because of وَلَا تَعَاوُنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ.
Sure. You have a question on Zoom?
Yeah, he has a question on Zoom. Yes.
Sheikh, I have a question. Can I take personal loan from Islamic bank? I mean the personal loan providing using tawarruk mechanism. Mostly they choose commodity as crude palm oil. Someone told me that I'm just going to read as it's written. Someone told me that they're choosing crude palm oil as commodity because it has a constant, non-fluctuating price in the market. So chances for loss in this kind of transaction is very rare for banks. Also, there is accusation that these Islamic banks taking care of all processes for producing crude palm oil, including farmers, suppliers, buyers, and all of this,
Yeah.
for the existence of the bank, mostly in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Sheikh, can you please clarify this?
Yeah, this is one of the common products they use in tawarruk. The answer for this, there is no general answer. Tawarruk is not one of the Islamic products. It's a solution for and to help people when they need money, things like this. So we cannot use it as a product. Now, for this brother or sister, whoever, what I usually advise them. I told you yesterday, I think, or this morning, I don't remember now. Everything is messed up in my mind. Now, when you want to check hadith is sahih or da'if, I think I spoke to you about this. I said to you, you go and check what Sheikh Albani said. So if Sheikh Albani said it's hadith sahih, what do? You accept it. Did you know how did he search? Did you know how many defects we have in the hadith? No, you have nothing. You trusted Albani rahimahullah, and you know he's a knowledgeable person, so that's why you follow his tasheeh, his authentication of the hadith. With Islamic banks, the best thing with this, check with the Sharia boards they have. If the Sharia board, they have people that are trustworthy, Bismillah, go ahead. Because I can't tell you every single contract is okay. But if you trust the Sharia board, for you as an individual, it's enough for you. When you meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah asks you why you take this tawarruk. He said, because Sheikh so and so, I trust him, and he said to me, it's halal. Khalas, it's fine. So I'm just giving you the mechanism of how to deal with these contracts. I can sit down and I'll tell him what's the name of the bank, so what they exactly do. Tawarruk, some tawarruk, the organized tawarruk is haram. Tawarruk munazzam is haram. But some tawarruk is halal. So I can't give you general fatwa about this. I can guide you by telling you if the scholars in that specific bank are trustworthy, the Sharia board, go ahead. This is your duty. But generally speaking, organized tawarruk is haram. Single tawarruk is halal. This is the fatwa I can give to him, inshallah. Yes, he was asking this.
So if there's a person is working in a conventional garment dealing with resort, and he's working as a cleaner or something, which he's not directly is it halal for him to work?
No, this is not. He's not dealing with riba, but he has to leave because Allah said, وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. He can't work with them and encourage them to carry on their haram job. But he's not like the one who's signing the contracts and doing this. But he should find another job. Yes, akhi.
To continue. And this will apply also for Uber drivers in the West who has to deliver alcohol and stuff like that, which is not a means.
Yeah, slightly different because now, if delivering alcohol specifically, this is haram because there's a hadith specifically about taking the alcohol. But if Uber driver does not know what is in the parcel, is it pork or alcohol or halal items, I can't say to him it's haram job, especially if most of the commodities are halal. Now, for example, if you work in the DHL or FedEx or Uber, anything, delivery companies, and they take everything, halal and haram. We cannot say it's haram until you are sure it's haram. But if you ask me, I'll say, try to find better job, or at least make sure that you work in a clean, clear side of this job. Same, for example, if you want to sell makeup, okay? Now, in some countries, selling makeup is haram 100%. Why? Because all of them, they use it outside, like non-Muslim countries. So don't sell makeup there. But Muslim countries, when women buy makeup, not all the women use makeup for tabarruj. So how can you say this is haram transaction or this is haram business? It's halal. I'm selling something halal. I could sell you a knife and you go and kill someone. It's not my problem. I sold something halal to you. But if I'm 100% you will use this to killing, I will stop. I'm not allowed to sell it to you. There is something wara. You want to be in safe side. This is good. This is good for you as an individual. But for the whole ummah, many people, they want just halal and haram. They don't want to be in safe side. So, dealing directly with the haram, this is haram. Indirectly, try to keep away as much as you can. Yes, Akhi.
If there's someone that wants to donate money to a masjid, you know that he thinks haram, for example, with drug dealers, are you allowed to accept that donation?
Straight away. Take it straight away.
Why do you like he gives
As long as not stolen money. As long as it's earning from wrong way, haram way. We was explaining this for 15 minutes. I said to you, if the earning is haram, you can, it's transferred now. He's donating it. The best way of taking it from him and putting in a masjid. But if it's intrinsically haram, then you can't take it. If he steals a car, donate to masjid, you have to give the car back to the owner. But if he deals with drugs, he makes millions, he said, I want to give this million for the sake of Allah. Alhamdulillah, take it and give it to the masjid. And if you don't have masjid, let me know, inshallah.
We are encouraging to
Sorry?
But we are encouraging him to take donation and do more things.
Sorry, say again?
We are encouraging him to do this.
Encouraging him. No, I'm taking his money now. I'm not encouraging him. I'm reducing the shar he has. So this money is going to be used anyway. He might buy another drugs and resell again. So if he donates this, you can't say no.
But as a society, you can stop taking money and he may think like it is not good.
As a punishment? That's fine then if it affects him. For example, let's say he's a relative or he's someone that respects you and you refuse to take money and this will change his life, that's good then. But I'm talking about generally speaking, is it halal to take the money? Yes, of course. Donation, you can. Actually, the haram money is the best way of get rid of it is to give it just as a sadaqah, as a charity.
But he get the reward?
No reward for him. He earns from haram way. There is no reward for him. The reward for you because you put the money on the right field or the right way. Now, yes, Akhi.
Inheritance of kafir, honest, is it acceptable?
No Muslim inheriting non-Muslim?
No, so my wife's reward, father is not.
Non-Muslim.
Yeah.
And he died. Or he's gonna die. Waiting for him, huh? Big dua. May Allah guide him, inshallah. Yeah. Yeah, I hope she's not upstairs. You will be in trouble tonight. May Allah guide him, inshallah, before he dies. Yeah. So what's the question?
So inheritance of a non-Muslim.
This is there is different opinions, and inshallah, the correct that we can inherit them, they cannot inherit us. This is one of the opinions. They said like we can marry the women, they cannot marry us. Islam ya'lu wa la yu'la alayh. Some scholars say Muslim cannot inherit non-Muslim and non-Muslim cannot inherit Muslim. But some other scholars they say no. If the money is gonna go, it will be lost anyway. So it's rather to take it for a Muslim and inherit it better than giving it away. You happy? Yeah? Anyway, if he dies, let me know. May Allah guide him, inshallah. Let us carry on. I hope we don't have any problem today. Okay, now I think we will stop here. We'll just carry on explaining a few things because we have riba and ambiguity. Those are the main topics, and dhulm. The three fundamentals of the haram transactions. Any haram transaction in the world, either it's haram because of riba, or it's haram because of ambiguity, or it's haram because of dhulm. That's it. Anything haram in this world, transactions, financials, it will be based on one of these three main roots of haram transactions in the world. So we shall explain this tomorrow, but let's go back to this one and finish it. So here, when we said earning, we are not encouraging, as the brother thought, we are not encouraging people to deal with haram. Because someone could say, okay, fair enough, if someone deals with haram and he's sure that the money will go to his children, he might increase dealing with haram. We say no, he will be punished for this, and it's haram for him. But because the way of earning is haram, we cannot prevent people from benefiting from that money if the money comes from a halal way. That's why we said it's permissible. Although some scholars said whatever haram comes to you, you have to donate it. And by the way, some people, when they talk about riba, for example, you know, you have interest in the bank. Do you take it or you don't take it? Some people say, do you leave it there? And this is completely wrong. How come? This, astaghfirullah, an example, the scholars mentioned this example. They said, if a woman is committing adultery, she's a prostitute, she works in this field, and she makes money. Then she repented. The money she took for this, from those people who committed haram with her, is it halal or haram? It's not a dowry, isn't it? It's haram. It's money for zina. So, the earning is haram. Now, Islamically, do you say, go and give it back to him? It's his money. And she took it in a wrong way. You understand me? It's his money, and she took it in haram way, not in halal way. What do you advise her? Give it back to him? We say, no. Go and donate it. Or you can keep it according to this understanding. Keep it. But worst case scenario, don't give it back to him. He's fasiq. He's bad. And you took it with his consent. You didn't steal it. You didn't force him. So you earn it from haram way. Then you donate it or you keep it. Not like someone deceive other people and take their money or cheated them or steal their money. Then he has to give it back. So taking the money with the consent of the giver, it makes the money haram because of its earning, not because intrinsically haram. So what are you? Yes, I was talking about the riba. So the riba in the banks, don't leave it. And sometimes they make fun at you. They say, okay, we give you an account with non-interest account. They will just write non-interest account, but they're still using your money in interest. No. Whatever, if you are obliged and you needed to have an account with a non-Islamic bank, conventional banks, then you make sure you take all your money. Whatever is interest, take it and give it. And here is the point. Some people say, you can't give this money to masajid. Put it in the toilet, things like this. No, this is wrong. The money is pure. Why are you saying this? The money is clear, pure. Give it to poor person. Give it to the masajid. The money is not najis. It's haram because of its earning, so we can give it as a donation. So these rules help you to understand the muharramat. Whatever you people get with the consent of the givers, it's haram of its earning. It's less haram than the 4 or 5 things that is intrinsically haram. As I said, a stolen car, you can't say we can keep it or donate it. No, you have to give it back to the owner. You can ask. It's the questions is the time is for the questions, so I'm not gonna do anything except answer your question now.
So if a car was used for criminal activities, if a car was used for criminal activities,
car used for criminal activities, okay.
The government seizes the car.
Yes, seizes the car. The car government seizes the car. Yes.
And then they sell it. Is it permissible to buy
It depends. If they seize it for a correct purpose, yes, of course. Then you can buy it, no problem. But it depends. So, I mean, in the law, some Muslim countries, they do it in the right way. Some non-Muslim countries, they just seize it because, for example, not criminal, because you have a problem to pay the debt back. So I can't buy this car. They took it from you because you couldn't pay your debt back. So it depends. But generally speaking, if they own it in a right way, then it's fine. Yes, Akhi.
I saw dog on the list there. Is it okay to, I think some people own a dog, but they live in a different building.
Own a dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the rule on like touching a dog or?
Why they own the dog?
I'm not sure about some.
The reason is important. If they own it for guarding or protection, things like this that are important, like blind people, they need it for direction. But if they're just for fun, no, it's haram. Touching it is okay. Avoid the saliva. Touching the body of the dog is fine, because its hair is not najis. But avoid the urine and the saliva, avoid it, because there is different opinion about this. Although Malikiya said even the saliva is not najis. But avoid it, as majority says najis. Yeah.
This fiat currency.
Huh?
Fiat currency, the currency we are using.
Yeah.
So what is the legality? I mean, it doesn't hold any intrinsic value. Is it because of the custom?
Allah mashallah alayk, is good question. Yeah, exactly. Because of the custom and recognition of the government. It's true. You brought us to an important point now. The notes, Allah, today I'm bankrupt, I don't have any notes. The notes you have, what's the difference between the notes and this tissue? Both are paper, isn't it? But the notes, people kill each other for them, and this one nobody cares about. Why is this? First of all, because of the custom. People value this. Secondly, the government recognizes this. Okay. Thirdly, we use this as a value to value the commodities. Now, we are sitting here. If we decide to use this as a money, we say, okay, no, this tissue. We say, okay, tissue is money. This one is 1 dinar. Whoever has tissue, count it, and we consider it as money. Okay, so I'll give you this. I want a cup of tea. It's 1 dinar. And someone get a box of tissue, start counting. Got 1,000 dinars. We all agree about this. We say, okay, happy. Is this money?
Yes, if we agree.
You said that we all agree. Is it money?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Khalas. So why you say Bitcoin is not money?
Not everybody agrees.
No, but people who deal with this are happy and agree to deal with it. When this tissue, nobody agrees outside. Except here, we agree and we consider it as a money.
Not here.
Is this correct? So the same with anything. This is the issue of money. Before, the money was backed with oil or with gold. That was 1971 when Nixon came out, and they call it Nixon shock in the internet. He said, listen, forget about it. No backup for money. America economy is the backup of dollar, and that's it. Take it or leave it. Google it, you'll find it. Nixon shock. So he changed everything, and now dollars doesn't have any backup except the power of the economy. So the same, that said, if the money is recognized in the community, and if the community has a government, then government should recognize it as well. If the community does not have a government, the people should recognize it, and they start using it as a value for the commodities, then it's money. That's why Imam Malik rahimahullah said, if people start using the skin, the julud of the animals as money, I'll prohibit them for using it in a ribawi way. Which means that custom affect the understanding of the money and the wealth. You finished, Akhi? You finished?
I have a follow-up question.
Carry on. Let him finish, then you come.
Yeah, so it was the Prophet's custom to use the dinar and dirham in gold and silver.
It was?
It was Prophet's custom at that time.
Yeah.
Gold, dirham and dinar, gold and silver. We changed that custom.
We didn't change it. The power of the America and these big countries, they changed it.
But we still can use it. It's still available.
What's this? The dollar?
Gold and silver.
Yeah, they still. The best thing with gold and silver, they always have value. Since the time of they discovered it. So they are values. But the question, are they the only things that have value? That's it. So the gold and silver are there. And they are money. But today we have different currencies. What are these currencies? Are they money or not? You know that there's some scholars differ about this, and some of them say the money, the KD and the dollars is not zakatable. and there is no riba in this. Because they're not money. Money is just gold and silver. It's weak opinion, but I'm just telling you how neat and how difficult to understand it. That's why some scholars, are recognizable scholars, they said, no, this is not gold and silver. But if you look at the illah behind the gold and silver, which we study tomorrow, inshallah, it's the value, thamaniyah. They used to be before as a currency. They buy things by gold and silver. So anything that we have nowadays can have the same illah, the same reason of the gold and silver, we consider it as a money. Otherwise, if you look at the recognition of the people, the currency in North Korea is not recognized in many countries. They are seized and nobody cares about them. But it's ribawi money. If they buy and sell the money, the riba rules apply in that currency, although it's just recognized in that specific area. So as long as it's considered as a money in that area, it should take the rules of the gold and silver. Yes, someone was here. Yes, Akhi.
The riba, the interest we get from the banks in non-Muslim countries, like India.
Yeah.
You said we can keep it or give it away.
Yeah, you have to take it and give it to poor people or yeah.
If we keep it, does it mean it becomes halal?
If you keep it, halal not for you, for the one you give it to him. For you it's haram. You earn it in a wrong way, and we allowed you to take it because of necessity. Otherwise it's haram. So your ways of earning this money is haram. So it's haram on you. It's halal for the second person.
So I cannot keep it.
You cannot keep it. You have to take and give it. You cannot, yeah. The direct person who earned the haram cannot keep it. But give it to someone else, he can keep it.
When we give it, can we keep the intention as sadaqah?
No, it's not sadaqah. You earn it in haram way. You just are getting rid of it. You are not allowed to burn it. It's money. There's no point to destroy it. If it's intrinsically haram, then you have to burn it. For example, if the bank give you 2 kilos of pork, you can't donate it. You have to destroy it. Because it's intrinsically haram. But when they give you money, you are not allowed to burn it. Wallahu la yuhibbul mufsideen. So what to do? Just get rid of it by giving it to someone who needs it. Yes, sir. Oh, you're back.
We are actually losing money because of inflation.
Sorry?
We are losing money, and the amount we are losing every year because of inflation.
So why?
Although they give us interest, but the value is going down.
First of all, they didn't give you interest based on the inflation. They give you interest based on the transactions they do. So they don't give you the difference of the inflation. And they have not, they consider this, but this is not the riba, the interest they give you. Secondly, if you keep the money in your house, will it be affected by inflation as well? Or it's only in the bank affected? So why you put it in a bank and claim that they give you back what? No, they're not giving you back anything with inflation. They encourage you just to put your money there and they give you riba for this. Inflation is inflation. You want to, that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, كَيْ لَا يَكُونَ دُولَةً بَيْنَ الْغِيَّ مِنْكُمْ. Invest your money, akhi. Invest it. It's not from the sunnah to keep the money saved. No. Saving the money for a purpose, it's fine. But to keep the money is not from the sunnah. The Prophet ﷺ, what did he say? مَالُكَ مَا أَنفَقْتَ. Your money is the money that you spend on yourself. Or you spend for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The rest is wasted. Keeping money is not an Islamic idea at all. Unless if you are making some saving to buy a land, a house, this is another issue. But just to keep it in account, looking at, oh, alhamdulillah, I have 100,000, so what? You die tomorrow, your children will buy cigarettes by this money. So what's the point? مَالُكَ مَا أَنفَقْتَ. What you spend. And this encourage myself and brothers. You have money, you spend it for the sake of Allah, or you spend it on yourself. Enjoy it. Eat, drink, halal, alhamdulillah.
Lavishly?
Huh?
Lavish?
What's this?
Spend lavishly?
No, you have to. You either go extreme this way.
Sheikh,
Yeah.
a question on that.
Yes.
I have business ideas, but I have no money. And someone wants to be a sleeping partner.
One. Sleeping partner, okay? Yeah.
I want to be a working partner. How to make this contract as per Islam?
Okay, this is the best contract of this is mudaraba, where you.
Just repeat the question so that he knows your answer.
Okay, so the question that he has a business idea, but he doesn't have, or he or she, he doesn't have the amount of money to fund this business, and he got someone else who will be sleeping partner. So the best way of investing here is mudaraba contract. Mudaraba contract means that someone has experience and has time to spend on the business. Someone else has the capital, and he doesn't want to involve either in time nor in experience. So what to do? This person will represent the business with capital. This person will represent the business with the experience, effort. And they work. They have to decide the percentage of the profit, if there is any profit. They have to make sure that they put all the conditions they want to make, put especially this Rabbul Mal, the person of the capital. He might put some conditions in terms of business. For example, he can say, don't use my money in animals, for example, because animals die. To put my money in that specific field. He can put the conditions he wants. Then this person start investing this money. And whatever profit he makes, they have to divide it according to the percentage, 50-50, 60-40, 80-20, it doesn't matter. So this is how to do it. And if there is any loss, without any interference of this person, mudarib, the one who invests, then this person loses his time, his experience, his effort, and this person loses his capital. This is the best way of doing it. They call it aqd al-mudaraba.
The banks also does the same transaction.
Yeah, Islamic bank. Yeah.
They take investment from different customers.
Yeah.
Not from one.
They call it mudaraba mushtaraka. That's fine. You can do it. If you go, I can ask you, give me 1,000. I will invest it. Then I'll give you the percentage of profit according to your capital. Yes, akhi.
My question is connected to this. In Kuwait, usually there's a trend, where somebody wants to start a business but they don't have a license. So what they do is they go to somebody who's got a license and they basically charge a monthly fee for it. They have a fixed amount, but
for the license.
Yeah, for the license. But
so they are renting their license. Is it legally permissible? Okay.
it's not.
Khalas, if it's not allowed in terms of legality, it's haram. But in terms of Sharia, if it's legally okay, it's fine. He's renting his license. So he can make money off his license. But because of the legal issue, it's another issue. I'm not talking about legality. I'm talking about halal haram now.
So he can fix the amount there. I mean, he's not.
Yeah, he's renting it. He's renting it. Now the license is a value thing. He can sell it. He can rent it. It's a value thing. So it's up to him.
So if it's illegal by law, then it's not.
Yeah, it's illegal. Then don't take me to a prison, akhi. Give me headache.
Similarly, this mutual fund is
What's that?
mutual fund.
Yeah.
Similar type of, like they are through banks. They are collecting the money from.
Yeah, exactly. A mutual fund, yeah.
So is it allowed?
If Islamic bank is allowed, yeah. So I told you the basic, the nature of this fund is, I call you, I need, it's like shares, I need to fund my business. So Sheikh Ahmed will pay 10,000, Sheikh Mubin, la hawla wa quwwata illa billah, will pay 5,000, Ibrahim will pay 1,000. It's like this. I collect the money and invest it. I will give them profit based on their capital.
What about non-Islamic, like in India?
Or no, sorry, I give them profit based on the contract. It's not connected to the capital.
In India and all, also they are doing this.
If they do it in halal way, it's fine. You can deal with non-Muslim in halal way. There's no problem. The Prophet ﷺ bought and sold to the Jews, and it's halal as long as they deal with the in halal way. Yes.
I'm investing in a steel company.
Okay.
It's a halal product, but they have taken loans.
They can have
Taken loans, interest loans.
the company taken from the banks.
Yes.
Ribawi loans.
Yeah, so they have. So in that case, is it?
So you fund them, and they use riba money as well.
Yes.
So let's say this bank is this company is taking loans from banks and taking money from people and investing everything. Anyway, generally speaking, it's halal because they have nothing to do with their contract. Okay, the money they get. But if you can avoid it, because they're entering the Allah Subhanahu wa Taala promised the ribawi person with destruction. So those people, they have a very high chance to be destroyed. So don't go with them. But now they have separate contract. Nothing to do with you. You're just funding the business which is halal. The business is not based on money haram. You understand me? They took it in haram way, but they're investing in halal way. This way we mentioned about earning it in haram way. Yes, akhi. Okay, you go and then we go to inshallah. ايه خلي ناخذ هذا بعدين الاخوات يلا. هاي تفضل.
You know the Islamic loan that they were saying from the bank, can you take it if it's not a necessity, but you just want the money to do something, maybe?
Islamic bank?
Yeah, from the Islamic bank.
It's halal to take it without necessity. The conventional bank is haram and you can't take it without necessity. But Islamic bank is halal loan. You can take it as long as it's Islamic. You can take it without necessity. Sheikh Ahmed, coming to you, Hassan.
The crypto, bitcoins, are they halal?
It depends. Now this is a huge question. Forex, crypto, and what is it? Bitcoins. Actually, Bitcoin is a type of cryptocurrencies. So it depends. Generally speaking, Forex, if the conditions of Forex involve like paying in a spot and receiving immediate exchange, that's fine. But it depends. I mentioned to the brothers before, in some websites and in some applications, they give you a chance to trade in different currencies. Yen, rupiah, dollars, pounds. But in reality, they have only dollars and pounds, for example, or euro. They don't have the rest of the currencies. Whereas in the currencies transactions, you must make sure that the money is there. So when they put the money in your account, let's say 10,000 yen, you have to make sure you have access to this money, which means that you can order the money. But in many applications or many websites, when you buy a yen and you tell them, give me yen, they say, no, I'll give it to you in dollars, which means they don't have it. So in this case, it's haram. So that's why you have to make sure you trade in the right way. Also about bitcoins, that was haram long. For very close time that was haram because it was full of ambiguity. Do you know the founder of Bitcoin? No one knows. Someone called Namato Soka. Forget his name, akhi. No one knows who is this. Soshaya Satakato, something like this. Who is this person? No one knows. And he created about 21,000 Bitcoins and about 21 million, sorry. I think 4 million lost, something like this. Million or 1,000, I forgot. Anyway, so the people are mining to get them, and at the beginning was easy to get. But was full of ambiguity. I know a friend of mine in Leicester, he bought for 50 pence, I don't know how many Bitcoins, 1 or 2, something like that. Anyway, he said to me, for 50 pence, I get 3 brand new cars. After 3 years, because the price went crazy. Started from 50 pence and 60 and 6 pence and then, like this, and went to $72,000 for 1 Bitcoin. The fluctuation is crazy. Then went down 40 up. And no one knows who's behind it, and what was not recognized by the governments, and used to be used commonly in the criminal field. So the criminals paid each other through the Bitcoins. And when you used to deal with them, peer-to-peer, rahmukallah, there are no names. You can sell and buy and no one knows who are you. Now it's changed. Now they put more restrictions. That's why even the Prophet's not like before. And you have to put your name, they get a copy of your passport, and you know whom you are dealing with, etc. So they put more restrictions, and some government recognize it, and now you can use Bitcoins in many different fields. You can buy cars, you can buy in some cars, you can use them. So they become now like currency. I'm not encouraging you to involve in this market. It's highly risky, but it looks halal for me, wallahu alam. The currencies, especially the cryptocurrencies, that some currencies has two missions or 2 jobs. One is as a currency, one is a means of transfer or something like this. I'm not very good in this technically. So if it's like a way of transfer, so it's more halal than Bitcoins. So generally speaking, it's fine as long as it's restricted, as long as it's clear that the conditions of this coins, what is it used for, etc. It looks to me, wallah alam, it's money, wallah, and you can use it.
3 questions online.
Give me 1 second. Let me just, because I promised Hassan. Yes, Hassan, and he's taking me back, so I must make sure that he's happy. Yeah. خلاص 1 minute, then we will talk in just just ask these questions, then we'll stop.
Tomorrow.
No, tomorrow, Hassan. Tomorrow, inshallah. So fine. He's with me. Yes.
Could you please ask currency trading and commodity trading is permissible?
Currency trading and commodity trading. Currency trading is بيع الصرف. We'll talk about it tomorrow when we talk about riba, but they need to make sure that they know the conditions of currency trading, and they need to make sure that where they're trading is the money is available. Now, for example, if I want to go online and just look at the euro, I'm expecting the euro to go up, and I buy euro and it goes straight away to my account and I'll pay them, that's fine, it's halal. But if you're involved in some applications where there is no money available, they give you money, but in reality the money is not there, then you have to keep away. I don't know about commodity. Which type of commodity?
No idea.
Okay.
Second question is, what's your comment on IFG, Islamic Finance Group of London? They are having many investment plans. Can you comment on it?
I don't know them, but there are very good Islamic companies in London, mashallah. As I said to you, check with the Sharia board. Who's their Sharia board? If they are recognizable people, that's fine. There are, mashallah, very good improving companies in London, and they're using very halal contracts. So, but this specifically, I have no idea about them.
Last question.
If you, what is IFG?
IFG.
I will check it if I have time, inshallah. Yes.
Last question. There are some Shia banks. Is it halal?
Shia. Even Kafir bank, if he deals with halal way, it's permissible. Yahud bank, Jews bank, it doesn't matter. Financial transactions, deal with anyone as long as it's halal. And don't forget, I'm telling you it's halal. I'm not saying to you it's preferable. It's halal. You want to deal, you can deal. You don't want to deal, it's up to you. Don't say, oh, he's supporting Shia. I'm not supporting Shia. I'm just saying it's halal to deal with Yahud, Jews, with Christian, with Shia, with Hindu, with anybody. As long as you deal in halal way. Transactions halal, it's halal. وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين وبارك الله فيكم إن شاء الله. جزاكم الله خير.